Hello there guys, welcome back to another episode of the Python tutorial for making a painter. Now, if we run this, we can see what we've already done. We've currently got colours working where we can draw a line with a pen, and no matter which button we click on, we can change the pen colour. Now, what we want to do next is we want to create a button that can change the size of the text. Now, doing this is not exactly hard, although we're going to assign it to just a button on the keyboard for now, because we don't want to, it's a bit harder to draw the buttons onto the screen and stuff. So we want to go if event.type equals pygame.keyDown. Then we want to go and say if event.key is equal to pygame dot k underscore comma. Now you can change this to whatever you want. I'm not gonna. Doesn't really matter. Then that is going to be our down. So pen size minus equals 1. Now if event dot key equal to pygame dot k period, then pen size is plus equals 1. So that's going to increase our size by 1. Now this also means, actually no, this doesn't mean anything because we're not within a variable, and therefore we can edit the variable. Now we just need to make this a capital, so key down is now a capital, and we can go ahead and run this and see what happens. So if we're drawing around, yep, oh, it's all good. Now if we press, say, the period button 3 times, you'll see we draw a thicker line. Now if we press it a few less times, you'll see it gets smaller and smaller until it's drawing nothing, and it throws an error because we go into a negative radius. Now that error, I'll just quickly show you. So it throws this error here that says it has a negative radius on line 104, sorry, in the pygame.drawCircle screen, pen color, position, pen size. Now you can't draw a circle with a negative radius because obviously then it's non-existent. And so we want to fix this by limiting how small you can go on the commas, on the 2 buttons that you press. So let's go back and fix that now. And so to fix that, we're going to have if statements here. So if pen size is that is the +1 and therefore less than 15, then we will increase the pen size by 1. Now for this one, if the pen size is, not pen color, pen size is greater than 15, sorry, greater than 1, then we can run this. Sorry, actually greater than 2, because we don't want to be drawing the little oblongs that we get when we have a singular radius, because it draws little squares rather than circles. And that will limit it. Oh, actually, I need to re-indent this. We'll limit it to the size that you can make it. So if you look at this, we can go down in size, and it gets to a minimum. Then we can go up in size, where it gets to the maximum, which is that. Now you can see we're having a small issue over here where it draws over this border sometimes. But actually no, we're not having that issue. It just only shows the pen over the side, but doesn't end up drawing over there. Okay, we're all good. You can obviously then change the color and rub out and stuff, because we currently don't have an eraser. But moving on to the next thing, we now want to put those buttons on the screen. So to put those buttons on the screen, what we want to do is we want to call 2 more buttons. So we want to go button, and this one's going to be minus That's the text that we're going to have displayed on it. We're going to then go 10, 0, and 75. So that's going to be at 10, displayed at 10. It's going to have an x of 10, a y of 0, and 75 width. And the height is going to be button size. Butt size. I don't know why it's 75, but alright. White is going to be a... Oh, what did I do? What happened there? White. And then... Oh, sorry, I know what's happening. We've got a few painters open. And so we need to get rid of those. Okay, so we've got a white colour. We're then having its active colour being grey. And its action is going to be equal to minus. And we can copy and paste this. And we can go change those minuses to pluses. So if we go along and we go a plus, and then we can go, wait, actually I did that wrong, I just realised. This here is supposed to be button size too. Butt size. I was wondering why I'd done that. Butt size. Alright, and now we draw this at 60, 25. 60, 25. And this one here is at 10, 25. My bad. My mistake. Alright. That's just because I'm trying to keep it in line with these. That's the 10, I don't know why it was 0, but it was 0. Okay, anyway. We now have two buttons being displayed on the screen. Now you can't exactly see the text on them at the moment, but we'll have to reinitialize that part because we had to comment it out because it was throwing an error. Now, text to button, why is that throwing an error still? There's a reference before. Okay, I'm unsure as to why that's a problem. I guess what we can do then is move this above it. It's saying that it's referenced before the assignment. Unless message to screen, oh, it's not used. Okay, so let's try this then. Put this up above here. Run. Nope. Text objects is not defined. Oh, I see what the problem is. It's not pushed back against the wall. Can't remember what the key for doing this is. No, shift tab. Nope, not that. How do I can't remember quite how to unindent shift tab. Oh, there we go, shift tab. Okay, and then we want to do the same with all these two. I don't know why they're all indented wrong, but shift tab, grab this and go put it back where it was. I'm not sure why that was all stuffed up like it was. Okay, anyway, run. Okay, so now what you can see is there's plus and minus, and we can't draw because there's nothing, that's not doing anything to change it. Invalid color. What? I'm not sure what that minus is doing. Okay, alright, fair enough. Pygame.draw circle invalid color augment. I'm not sure why that's... Oh, because that's changing the color to plus minus in the action, and this is why we need to put stuff before it. Alright, so now what we need, now that we have that, you can see we have our plus and minus here. What we need to do is we need to put some button codes in. So if action is equal to minus, then do blah blah blah. There'll be else. Sorry, action is equal to plus then you can see both of those will do stuff. So now what we want to do is we want to go back down here, we want to grab the if statements in here, So if that's for plus, so we'll go in here and drop that, because that's also got the condition that stops it from going over 15 and the condition that stops it from going under 2 are the two conditions that we want. Alright, so now that we've got those in there, we can run it again and you'll see we can draw, we can click on our buttons and they change the size, going less and less and less and getting smaller. So now that that's been done, next video what we'll do is we'll work on chucking in a number in here so that it shows something that's going to be displayed. So it shows you the size of your button, whatever, oh sorry, not the size of your button, the size of your pen, so that you can easily change it to what the size you want it to be, because currently we're just guessing, oh what, it's 5, 10, I don't know. And so we're going to fix that in this minute by adding a number in there. Alright, but anyway, thanks for coming to this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next one. And yeah, I'll see you then. Bye bye. Alright, hello there guys. You've obviously made it to the end of the video. So you've obviously enjoyed it or had to watch the whole thing at least. So if you could consider subscribing, that would be a great help to my channel. If you have any suggestions for future videos, make sure to drop them in the comments below. Like the video to show your support to me so that I know whether you like the content that I'm making. And yeah, hope to see you in the next video. See you.